Let's get down to business, men. We're here today to face the current issue in our government. Luckily, James Madison, John Jay, and I came up with an 85-paper essay that will be summarized in full detail by James himself.
Thank you, Alexander. This essay in my hands is known as the Federalist Paper. It serves a purpose to establish a strong federal government supporting the U.S. Constitution.
To hold accountability, our government should have denied to power under the Articles of Confederation and the new executive branch. Precisely, John. From what it says, the main point you shall know is the only thing that will prevent states from being humiliated is a more...
Indeed, rather than what Alexander planned, this will end up having our individuality as people vanquish for the reckoning of weak government.
It is hard to believe from what George said, evidence that proves the case in hand depicts no protection on the Bill of Rights in repetitive presidential selection.
But fret not, Patrick. The turmoil atmosphere will be dense upon the work made by the delegates and yours truly called the Virginia Plan. This is a jolly good way of assuring our future for America, since it offers a new way of selecting presidents in the process of direct election.
Briefly, I assume, I would like to share my arguments to all of y'all. It states the prohibition of a president term being either restricted or given time off to dire need for strong executives.
Without a benefit of a doubt, the arguments James just replied are accurate for our time as we determine our fate of the U.S. Constitution.
It seems that way, but will this help make a resolution to our meeting?
Yeah, how long would this debate last? I mean, it could end up today or tomorrow or later.
That may be, but this does not mean the operation will fail. It will take some time of getting used as we try to make an agreement work.
How earnest of you saying that? The existential crisis is not the kind of fear to begin with. I'm sure that if we put our heads together, everything will turn out fine.
That's all well and good, but you didn't really answer my question. Can this meeting actually end, or would it be a stump? Goodness knows what treachery will unfold in our midst unless an action is in order.
My word, the real question should be asked is the level of indignity you have deep within your soul. Alexander and I already made our point about the duration of time. What is there to talk about?
Oh, I don't know. The method of justice we will use for our country.
In addition to that, is there a chance that we might make our conditions worse than before?
Patrick, George, don't be ridiculous. We're here to sustain the slice of life in our community for the better, not unscrupulously defy Uncle Sam.
Exactly. This my point. I just explained thoroughly. Say anything about defying Uncle Sam, well, Did it?
I suppose not.
Agree?
Well, it's settled. We'll just wait and see how it goes down, none the wiser.
Or better yet, Patrick and I will just come up with our own essay to see which one will end up the massacre. For good in a quick pace, do you propose, Alexander? If so, then shake on it.
I do declare that this will make matters a bit hasty, but also even. Consider it the end of the debate.
Looking forward.
Alright, man, we have concluded this meeting, and with Patrick getting ready for an alternate essay, which he refers to as the Anti-Federalist papers, he will vouch for us.
For starters, the Anti-Federalist papers have a far better purpose than Alexander's and even James' Virginia plan. Because of regarding to the New Jersey plan, it will provide a single legislative house with equal representation.
So you're saying that each state will have one vote instead of the number of votes by population rate?
If it's easier for to understand, then yes.
On one hand, it's a moot point. On the other hand, it just might have a chance to call it done.
What do you mean? It just might have a chance to call it done. My system is surefire way to success. You ratchet blasphemer.
Our discussion isn't Maud point. It's James.
I beg your pardon? That is highly inconceivable. What gives you the right to assume my character flaw?
They talk to someone who bears such a rapid distrust that he will let his own conspiracy theories get the best of him.
Okay, enough, you two. We'll figure out who is exactly right for their argument, since it's time to collect each vote on whether the Virginia plan or the New Jersey plan be ratified under the Bill of Rights.
I can't believe it. The plan that will grant ratification under the Bill of Rights by the count of 10 votes more is Virginia.
What? How can that be?
Explain yourself, Federalist.
Come to terms with the outcome? I'm not sure about myself either. Do you, James?
Certainly not. But does anyone else have something else to say on this pressing matter? On the contrary, I managed to get through the opposing states with the request of the other 7 states and my revised 10 constitutional amendments.
I must say, James, as long as history, as we know, it is fulfilling, you can count it on my book.